Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I did a previous video very similar to this, where basically I said that at the moment I am helping my sister design her house. Her and her husband have moved into a new house and it needs a teeny tiny bit of work, and yeah, I'm helping her just kind of plan all of it. Like I said before, I really love doing this stuff. I'd say she doesn't like it. I think she likes the end result, but I wouldn't say that she loves the process as much as I do. Like, I just get really excited about designing stuff and kind of shopping around for things and stuff like that, whereas I think my sister potentially gets like a little bit overwhelmed by it. So I have stepped in to help her out. Like I said, I did another video just like this. I will link that one here because in that video I showed loads of the designs for her lounge, dining room. They have like a sunroom area. So in this video, I'm going to talk you guys through some designs for her study and also her master bedroom as well. So I feel like I'm going to recap a lot of what I said in the last video, but my first kind of port of call is always Pinterest. I have also done a kind of how-to video as well, in case any of you guys are looking to redesign even just a room, not even a whole house. I have done a video about how I create all my mood boards, my kind of thought process, all the tools I use and stuff like that, which are super helpful. So if you haven't seen that video, I will also link that one here. It definitely looks more complicated than it actually is. It's super easy and honestly it helps the process so much. So let's talk about this office. Overall in the whole house, I think the general vibe is very kind of neutral, little hints and pops of colour, a kind of bit more of like a Scandi feel to it. She wants it just really clean, simplistic looking. So I thought actually the office, we could maybe have a little bit more fun with this. My sister has seen these and she loves them. So here are some images that I pulled together. So with the office, obviously she needs to have a desk in there. That is like a no-brainer. But she also wanted lots of useful storage as well. And actually, because this room is just off of their entryway and they don't actually have like a coat cupboard or anything like that, it also needs to have storage for like their shoes and coats and stuff in there as well. So colour wise, I know my sister quite likes these kind of like more pastel style colours, so I thought maybe we could add in a little subtle hint of colour, but generally speaking we're going to be keeping it really kind of simple, nice light wood tones, white, and actually looking at incorporating some furniture she already has as well. So I know that she wants a brand new desk. She does have an office chair, which is just like a normal black office chair, which she says that she does want to keep that. Although it's not the most attractive chair, she says that she wants it, and that's completely fair. But she does actually have a Malm chest of drawers from IKEA. So I'm looking at incorporating that into the design as well. So they're not just buying fresh furniture all the time. It's just unnecessary. The Malm drawers are really great for storage. Honestly, they're like one of my favourite items from IKEA. And they just look really clean, but you can also kind of add things to them to kind of customise them. So we'll be looking at doing that, but focusing on a really kind of simple, light, kind of inviting, calm colour palette. I want her to feel nice and calm and de-stressed in this room. Obviously this is where she's going to be working a lot of the time, so the calmer the vibe, the better I think it's going to be for her. So one thing you may have noticed from these two pictures here is actually the half height paint. So that is something we will be incorporating. I actually did this in my guest bedroom in my house. My sister said that she really liked it, so I thought this would be a really good room to kind of introduce it to. So we're looking at doing a kind of half height, a light inky blue, or like a very kind of light sage green. I think that's definitely kind of up for grabs, and we'll kind of see when we get to it. But very similar to the previous rooms that I've talked through, they're going to be replacing all the floor in there, so it's going to be like a really nice kind of light tone wood colour. She already has one set of these 3 Malm drawers, so potentially getting another one just so they can have a lot of storage. They've got room to do it in there, so I kind of think why not. And also, especially in an office, they have loads of like filing and stuff like that as well. And like I said, other things like shoes and things they're going to need to store in here as well. But I actually looked at potentially upcycling their Malm drawers a little bit by adding these leather tab pulls. So you can get these from IKEA. I think they're about £10 for a pack of 2, but you can actually get nicer looking ones on Etsy for a very similar price, and you can kind of choose what tone of leather you want. You can choose the color of the little stud. This is the kind of handle that I'm talking about, by the way. So as you can see, you can literally customize these. I love those black on black ones. I think they look so nice. But I'm thinking maybe we'll go for a slightly kind of beigey tan with the kind of black pin on it. I think would look really nice. It'd be a nice kind of contrast. As you can see, they're £5.45, so marginally more than they are on IKEA, but supporting small businesses, and obviously you can customize them. They look way more individual and unique, and I think it's a really simple way to kind of dress up a really affordable piece of furniture. So I've also added in a wardrobe. So they do actually have a wardrobe in this, a very small wardrobe in this room already. So we can either kind of paint that out to match, or look at using that in a different room and kind of finding something really similar that would go in this room, and kind of using that same kind of leather pull handle to kind of tie it into the drawers. I thought on top of these drawers would be great to add in some artwork and some really cute bits of decor. That's actually going to be the backdrop for when my sister's on like Zoom calls and stuff. So it needs to be quite simple and tidy, but I thought maybe one big piece of leaning art with like another one stacked on top would look really, really nice. And I love that because we're doing this half height paint, and having that art kind of intersect the white and the darker colour underneath will kind of break it up a little bit as well. So looking at potentially layering up a couple of bits of art there, some nice vases, candles, things like that will decorate it and make it look all pretty. And then obviously adding in some neutral kind of lampshades, baskets, plants. She specified that she wants a lot of plants in her house, so we're going to be using a lot of that to kind of add a lot of warmth to the area. There is also a window to the right here. Obviously we're not planning everything out to the T, but I feel like potentially having long curtains in that room may just be getting in the way. If people are walking in and out to get their coats and shoes and stuff, maybe having long curtains in that area is just going to be a little bit of a nuisance. So maybe adding like a Roman blind or something like that would work a lot better in this room. But like I said, that's definitely going to be something that's just like a final touch. So the other side of the room is this here. So here's the door from into the room, the window we were just speaking about. I've added in a little dog bed. So on this side of the room, what I like about putting the desk on this side of the room, basically my sister said that she 100% wanted the desk there because that's where most of the kind of power sockets are and stuff like that. So it was just far more convenient, and she liked the idea of having like a nice kind of wall, something behind her. And what I quite like is quite often with offices, you know, like monitors and things like that, they don't always look that nice. So it's not the first thing that you see walking into the room. And like I said, this room is just off of their hallway. So when people come over, you don't want them to kind of be seeing like a messy kind of office setup. It's nicer to have that wall with like the wardrobe, the drawers and all the art and stuff, and then kind of hide this on the other side of the wall. So I think it's going to be the perfect layout. So we're looking at getting a slightly larger desk for her, but she's not too fussed about what she has exactly. She specified that she wanted a lot of storage in the room, but not necessarily storage in her desk. She said that she didn't need to have like loads of drawers underneath. So we might just end up getting like a dining table, a small dining table, which is what I've done for my office as well. And it's actually a really good kind of hack if you are looking for a desk. Hit up Gumtree. There's loads of really good kind of small dining tables on Gumtree that you can pick up super cheap secondhand, even like solid wood ones. So we're looking at getting a kind of light coloured solid wood desk that will kind of fit that space. Obviously still in keeping with that whole kind of light wood Scandi kind of vibe. She'll have her monitor there, laptop, little pen pot, adding in more plants as well. And then above her desk here, I actually just added in this little board here. So I think it's always great just to have an area for just random little things like receipts or coupons, things like that, that tend to get lost in drawers. It's so nice to have a pin board to kind of put everything like that. And then you can also add really cute things, like I've just put on these Polaroid pictures just as a kind of idea of how it can look. But I'm hoping we can actually do a little bit of a DIY for this. So this one I've added is actually more of like a linen style fabric. So if you don't want to get a sort of basic cork board and you feel like that's gonna kind of lower the tone of the room, you can always kind of wrap things in fabric and do a little pin board, DIY it yourself. So we're potentially going to look at doing something like that, which will be really, really pretty, but also practical as well. So one thing my sister has said, which you guys may have seen in the previous video, one colour she absolutely loves is this kind of really light blush, kind of dusky pink. She doesn't like a lot of it, she just likes pops of it, and she wants it in like literally every single room, and I don't think her husband's as keen, which is understandable. But I thought this is a great room, this is her own office, so she can add in fun little pops of pink wherever she wants. So I just added this cute little cactus vase there for a little pen pot. Going back to the other wall, I've added in little bits of artwork that have kind of subtle pinky tones to them, a little pink candle, a pink glass vase. So adding in lots of like the pink that she does love, but keeping it generally neutral throughout the whole room as well. So yeah, I actually think this is probably one of my favourite rooms out of all of them. I think this is going to be the most fun to kind of decorate. Yeah, I just love that half height kind of colour as well. The reason we did it in our top room is because our ceilings are so high that we were never going to be able to paint the whole room, and we wanted to keep that light airy feel but add in a little bit of colour. So it's quite a good way to do it, and obviously if you don't like the half height colour later down the line, you can just paint the rest as well. It's not really a big deal. So yeah, really fun little idea, just break up the room. Okay, so the next room and the last room that we're going to talk about is the master bedroom. So they are very lucky, they have quite a big master bedroom, and it also has a walk-in wardrobe and an ensuite. Jealous. But yeah, the colours they have decided for this room actually very, very similar to the rest of the house. They love this really dark inky kind of grey blue with shock pops of pink. I told you my sister loves this colour. She definitely wants pops of pinks in the bedroom. So we're looking at having quite a nice kind of boutique-y style vibe to the bedroom. It needs to kind of be masculine but also have hints of femininity, so it's a bit of a mash-up room, but I think it's gonna look really good when it's finished. So as you can see on the colour board here, we have these two colours which go absolutely amazingly together, but then also adding in hints of brass as well, I think is really going to elevate the room. So as you can see from all of these, keeping it generally quite nice, light, neutral, but we are going to have one feature wall with this really dark inky blue, and then we're going to be putting this brass against it, and the contrast of the brass on the blue is just going to look so, so nice. Obviously we're going to have these pops of pink as well throughout kind of the cushions and throws, little bits like that, and then still incorporating some of that light wood to kind of tie it in with the rest of the house as well, and obviously adding in some cute kind of frames and things on top of that. So it was difficult to mock up this room just because there's a window on this wall here, there's a doorway here, there's also a doorway here, and there's also this kind of boxing area as well. So they have this one big wall that's kind of clear for everything, but the whole kind of feature of this room was this one area here which you see as soon as you walk in. So obviously we are adding that dark inky blue to the wall there to have it as like one feature wall that's just kind of like a bam as soon as you walk in. And like I said earlier, having this pop of brass is just looks so good against contrast of the dark wall. The one thing that is a definite in this room is actually the bed, and it is actually my bed from my guest bedroom, but my sister is actually going to be having that bed, and it's like a really nice kind of light grey. It's a very simple design. The fabric's kind of a nice, it's slightly like a suede kind of velvety style fabric, but again that's going to provide a really, really good amount of contrast between that dark blue wall behind it, and obviously incorporating the lighter wood kind of bedside tables. These sconces here on the wall, the actual wall lights, so we're actually going to be doing a puck light hack with this, which my sister absolutely loved. She doesn't like having a lot of stuff on the bedside tables. She finds it annoying. She finds like lamps get in the way. If you don't want to pay to have things wired in professionally by an electrician, what you can do is actually buy the lights, don't wire them in, you can attach them to the wall and just get a puck light, which can be controlled via a remote. You can just order them on Amazon and you can actually just stick them inside the kind of light itself. So yeah, you don't need to wire things in. It means you can change things out whenever you want. You can move things around. It's a really nice kind of flexible, cheaper way of doing it. So we're going to be doing a little puck light hack with that, and obviously looking at pulling in a light fixture in that really nice kind of brass as well. They specified that they don't like that kind of really bright gold, so it needs to be more of like a brushed brass, so not too vibrant. But yeah, I think we can find a really nice kind of fun light fitting for this room. Another thing I've added in is some prints on the wall here. So these are actually photos from their wedding. I thought it'd be really nice to actually have some of their wedding photos printed out and displayed somewhere, and I just thought the bedroom just seemed like the most appropriate place to do it. So I've added in just some really nice kind of black and white photos from their wedding, nice simple thin black frame, and adding in like a really nice big white surround on the frames as well. And again, this just kind of breaks up the kind of darkness of that wall, adding in a bit of white, a bit of dark. And then the only other thing that we've added in here as well is actually a storage ottoman. So the bed itself is an ottoman storage bed, but my sister kind of said she would love just to have somewhere where she can just kind of quickly chuck things in if she needed to, have a quick tidy up. So adding in a nice kind of bench seating area at the end of the bed, but adding in a bit of storage so it has like a dual functionality would be great. But yeah, this is the overall vibe of the room. And like I said, adding in pops of pink, nice kind of long curtains, just making it feel really nice and cozy, but not too feminine. Right guys, so that is everything for this video. Like I said before, if you haven't seen the previous kind of mood boards video, definitely go check it out, because obviously the rooms downstairs are much different. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing these. Hopefully we'll get cracking on these pretty soon, so watch this space. And let me know if you do enjoy these styles of videos. I know they're very slightly different to the type of videos I normally do, but if you have enjoyed them, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upcoming video. And until next time, I will see you guys later.